Good morning. Fall is officially here, which means it's time for another fantastic October meet here at Keeneland. And it's time for Keeneland Close-Up. Good morning and welcome to Keeneland Close-Up. I'm Kenny Rice. I'm standing here in the world-famous Sales Pavilion at Keeneland, home to the world's richest public thoroughbred auction. Keeneland just wrapping up its September yearling sale with success, and now the anticipated fall meet. As usual, Mike Battaglia will be joining us later to take a look at this Fall Star weekend, including the Grade 1 Shadwell Mile. And there's much anticipation about another race here at Keeneland later on today. It is the first ever Arabian race. And for one trainer already, it's been the experience of a lifetime. Chrissy Pullinger tells us why.
As always, Keeneland pulls out all the stops with big races during its opening Fall Stars weekend.
This is our biggest weekend of the fall meet, obviously. 2-year-old, 3-year-olds, fillies, mares, turf, poly. We have a sick race for you.
It's one of these races that's breaking new ground for Keeneland. This historic track is hosting its first Arabian race.
We thought it was a good mix, a good match, and a way that we extend the hands across the water, and we're very excited about this.
For trainer Elizabeth Brand, it was a little beginner's luck that got her addicted to the thrill of Arabian racing.
My very first racehorse was a horse named Noble Notion, and he won his very first race and my first race, and from there on out you're just hooked. I saw Superbird as a yearling and she just gave me goosebumps. She just stood out. Before I even knew who she really was, I was like, who is that one? And talked about her and just fell in love.
Without a doubt, Elizabeth knew she had found the right horse.
Sometimes you just look at a horse and you just get a feeling and you just know they're going to be something super.
And win after win, Superbird proved her right.
This mare has yet to be really challenged yet in any of her other races.
And when the opportunity came along for the undefeated Superbird to race at Keeneland, a longtime friend helped Elizabeth find someone who knows a thing or two about winning big races.
He said, well, why don't you get Calvin to ride that horse for you? And I chuckled. I said, Calvin's not going to ride an Arabian.
But 3-time Kentucky Derby winner Calvin Burrell agreed. And it only seems fitting that he should ride Superbird in the inaugural President of the United Arab Emirates Cup. After all, his last 2 Derby winners were Mine That Bird and Super Saver.
How gracious of him to do that for me. I mean, what this is going to do for our breed and the recognition we'll get, and it's just, I couldn't even put it into words what it means to me for him to ride this horse.
And win or lose, Elizabeth says it's already been a special experience.
It'll be one of the things I will never forget in my entire life, especially with Calvin on the horse. It's surreal. It's like a dream. You're just, I don't know how to put it into words, but it's just awesome. It's awesome.
For Keeneland Close-Up, I'm Chrissy Pullinger.
Thanks, Chrissy. And when you come to Keeneland today, keep an eye on Superbird, ridden by Calvin Burrell, coming up in the first ever Arabian race at Keeneland. It is the President of the United Arab Emirates Cup. And of course, how are you going to dress at Keeneland today? Because it is a little cool right now. Well, for that, we turn, of course, to the LEX 18 Storm Tracker Weather Center to find out.
Thanks, Kenny. Well, after a spectacular opening to Keeneland yesterday with the weather, we're going to have equally as great weather today. In fact, in time for the Shadwell Turf Mile, we are looking at temperatures into the mid-80s. It's going to be another sun-filled day with some gorgeous weather around. So if you are heading out to Keeneland today, make sure you bring the sunglasses and even that sunscreen, as we'll have those sunny skies continuing. We'll have more on Keeneland Close-Up, though, coming up after the break.